The YEN.com app is actually a courier search app, or in some way some might call it a courier hailing app. Okay, so what it does is it usually helps people find couriers in their location very easily. My name is Nia Van der Poy.
And I'm his partner, Joseph Opokuai Jr.
Okay, I went to KNUST and my colleague went to
University of Ghana.
Okay. I finished in 2013. I'm a bit older than he is, and
actually, like you said, he's older than me. But when working, we work like a team. And, very cordial, we do everything together.
Yeah. So I met Joseph in 2015 at eCoach Solution, another IT firm that is just through. We all started off as amateurs in coding, and
actually, when he came to eCoach, I was there. So it took like I'm a senior. So I recall we're doing a lot of murky moving like images here and there. But then we took it serious. Like I was saying, we are ordinary people with extraordinary passion for making them and keeping things done. And then this passion has brought us this far.
To start off with me, it hasn't been easy, to be honest. Always had a dream of becoming a mechanical engineer per se, to get my hands a bit greasy and all that. But to be honest, I never knew I had passion for ICT and also developing softwares and apps per se. So I had my first encounter with a laptop, and I started coding.
And it's not been easy. Way back uni, I learned political science. I wanted this passion to be a lawyer. And then all my colleagues know me to be very controversial, and I always want to prove my point. But then, until I realized, okay, I saw this advert on a wall, like looking for web developers. And I was like, what is this thing? Let me try it out. So I recall those days I could go to BAM Library, search for resources on how to develop a website. I realized I would write notes, come back home, and I'm lost. I didn't know what I was doing. But then I realized, okay, why don't I go to YouTube, search for some tutorials. And then upon learning some of the tutorials, I could develop, some simple website of my own. And when I met Nee, I was, oh, okay, this is the guy I've been waiting for. If I team up with him, I think we can go far.
The first project we worked on was our WASIPAS question app called WASIPAS School, currently with 10,000 downloads. I, like my colleague said, I and Joseph, we are a team together. Usually I focus on the front end and Joseph will focus on the back end.
Actually, we've worked on a lot of projects, but then the one that we've hosted is the one that he said. We work on my mock GH e-library, but then you realize dealing with these schools is not easy. Sometimes you go to talk with them, you send them your proposals, they don't get back to you. So you're like, okay, let's do things on our own. So we did the WASIPAS School, and like you said, we have like 10,000 downloads, and we've got like a lot of reviews from most of the people using our platform, and it's encouraging. We are always improving upon getting it better, and we've brought in the YEN.com app too.
The YEN.com app is actually a courier search app, or in some way some might call it a courier hailing app. Okay, so what it does is it usually helps people find couriers in their location very easily. Okay, so assuming I'm currently here, and I wanted to maybe deliver an item to a colleague who is far away from me, maybe somewhere in Dansuma or La Paz or anything. The old process that we usually do was to maybe we'll call someone, do you know a courier somewhere? And the person might, oh, okay, maybe try and contact someone. So in order to break that chain of calls, we developed this app that will easily link people to couriers.
I'll say Nee is a brainchild of Yonko. He brought the idea, and then I was like, wow, this is a great idea. Let's do this, because we have a situation whereby people will have to go to Google courier service within their location, and even finding them is very difficult. What if the one that you find is not available? What if the one that you find is no more? So on the airport platform, even if the one that is very close to you is not available, you can get another alternative courier service that will deliver your item for you. So basically, that's the YEN.com platform. That's what.
So it's like the Uber and the Bolt that we know.
Yeah.
For delivery.
Yeah, it works in some way, somehow, just like the Uber app and the Bolt, in the sense that it will also display the amount before you place an order. So it calculates the distance from your pickup location to your destination. It shows you the total cost of the trip. Then you place your request through the selected courier. The fun part about it is that now, should assuming I select courier A and courier A doesn't respond, the app will automatically send your request to the next courier, just like the way Uber works sometimes, with maybe assuming a driver cancels your request. So, yeah.
And then at the same time too, we also monitor the platform. So should in case the courier service you selected is delaying in accepting your request, we prompt them. Sometimes we call them to alert them that you've gotten a request, so we have to attend to the request. We always want to keep the courier services and the one making the customers. We also want to keep them, in the loop, like, so they will get the information flow. And then we have two-way of notification. You have via the SMS and the app notification. So whatever be the case, you get notified, and then the feedback is excellent. One challenging thing in this industry is you got the idea, but you don't have the funding, and trusting someone with the idea is very difficult, because if you don't take care, one might also steal your idea. So the most difficult challenges, I think, is got to do with funding and support, like in terms of the government is not really focusing on us, and then young guys to coming up, we don't have the needed capital to start these things. So basically, it's got to do with funding. The ideas are there. I have a lot of colleagues who are like, oh, Charlie, you can do this, you can do that, and then to help. Like, listen to the ideas, you realize these are very brilliant ideas, but then the capital or the resources to start is a difficult thing.
Okay, so for we personally, we are constantly learning. Okay, now coding or software development is always a learning process. Now, take for example, or for instance, our setting, Africa. We are way behind those in Europe and in the US, in the sense that usually those in the US, they are up to date to the requirements. Now, for our setting, usually it will take someone maybe in his late 20s before the person might even get his first laptop. Talk of maybe access to internet and all those stuff. Now, usually, like Joseph usually says, the white people are like 10 steps ahead of us. We are now even scratching the surface of what we can do with technology. I believe in 10 to 15 years time, definitely we will be looking into advancing into AI technology and all those stuff. I believe currently Ghana, I don't know who is doing AI. I know certain people who have already started learning AI. I see myself in 10 years time, 10 or 15 years time also into AI development.
Okay, so the thing is, in the next 20, 15 years, we want to set up like a very giant ICT center, and this center will focus on, like my colleague said, AI. We also want to go into assembling of basic ICT kits like virtual reality kits, drones. We want to be assembling them here in Ghana. I already got the opportunity to assemble laptops here. We don't know the future, but then we are not going to talk much about them. But what we want to do is we want to be able to be assembling a lot of ICT gadgets here in Ghana. And at the same time, we want to do something that will break through to the Europe market. See, Facebook has been able to break through the African market, and we are all using it. So we want to do something that will take us to the world from Ghana here. That is basically what we intend to do in the next 15, 20 years.
My advice to the youth is, a friend once told me that education never ends. So, for example, maybe you failed WASI or you couldn't even advance into the university. ICT is for you. You can pick up a laptop, get internet. Instead of doing fraud or anything, you can start learning coding on your own. Trust me, there are a whole lot of programmers in the US who don't have even university certificates. That's my advice to the youth of Ghana. And like I said, education never ends till you die.
Actually, my advice is, in Ghana, in Africa, we have a lot of challenges. So one thing that we the youth should do is, one, thinking of a solution of how to fix these challenges facing Ghana and then Africa. So instead of us roaming about, doing unnecessary things, we have to think of a solution to every situation. So once we get the solution, the means will automatically come. Be it technology or any method, we can get it done. For the policymakers, I think they should focus, like a lot of their policies. You see, you have free SHS going on. They should focus on like getting the youth into the ICT field. Their policies should focus on getting the youth into the ICT field. At the same time, we are two great guys with a lot of great ideas. So what we really need is funding. With the YEN.com, we want to break into Africa. We want to go to Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, but then we are very limited. We don't have the funding. So what we really want now is funding, and at the same time, we have a lot of projects that we're working on that when we get funding, we can really go far.
And also with the YEN.com, we are open to investors coming on board, in the sense that, like you said, we want to possibly go to our neighboring African countries, Ivory Coast, Togo, if possible, Nigeria. Like the Okada business, it all started with Nigeria and it trickled down to Ghana. We are open to investors who would like to be on board and make YEN.com one of the biggest apps that would have come out of Ghana. Like Africa, so far, there's no bigger app that has come out of Africa. So we could push this thing far and beyond Africa if we get enough help. We have the YEN.com Facebook page, YEN.com app on Facebook. On my personal phone number is 0547 884413.
And then you can also reach us on contact@YEN.com.com. Contact@YEN.com.com. That's by email. At the same time, you can reach me on 0247 107507. 0247 107507.
The email is contact@YEN.com.gh. Yeah, contact@YEN.com.gh. Yeah, YENKORAPP.com. Yeah.
What is wrong, honey?
I got scammed at the market.
This wouldn't have happened if you used Gigi. Gigi is a huge online marketplace where you can buy and sell goods such as cars, smartphones, or even houses. Gigi is absolutely free. Gigi!
Wow!